time because we are going to start with the NASCAR Endurance Championship 2026 Spring Edition is about to kick off. We are going to drive 30 minutes 6 times on this map. And the goal for the duos or the trios here is to accumulate as many checkpoints as they possibly can. And then we are ready and set in the end. When all dust is settled and the cars are off the track, there can only be one team winning. All right, here we go. Let's jump right into the action, guys. Mike here, Kuro in the back, giving us a bit of an outlook on what is going on in these first couple turns on NEC 2026 Spring by Truo and Vamos. Absolute banger. Again, Gigaverse seems to have a very late start, missing some early checkpoints. And Mike right now, the one who is struggling in the back as well for Team 13. He DC'd, but he back. Yeah, I see in that left bottom chat. Gigaverse with a late start indeed. Zik Koala here. Little bit of a mistake early on. Mike also hanging on. The Zernoop just behind Leander and Alfu here, taking the lead. Seems to be Devil to me. Devil, Goro, Willy Gamer. Let's jump in front here to see how they are doing. Devil again starting crazy fast, and we saw this I think in the winter edition as well of the NEC. Devil crazy start in that first couple rounds on the very first stint that we did of 30 minutes. Now he started pretty well as well. Freshy, Goro, Kaz, Kush and Willy Gamer right behind. And we will keep our eye on them. Gigaverse trying to crawl back to Mike here. Slowbro has left the game. I don't think she was playing for Chill. No, because Slakoth is playing. Oh wait, Slowbro is not Regenhertz. Sorry, I'm super confused always with these names. Regenhertz is still here. Oh, now with the mistake though. Regenhertz for Chill. Behind Andrew, Tsunami here. Alfu also in the back here a little bit, together with Leander. And who do I see here? There, Coco. Also in the back, fighting for these places. Let's jump just a little bit forward to maybe to Nostro here. B-Boy doing pretty well. ADP Team 05. Sitting in the top 10 together with Chupasi, Rambo, Goro now with a small mistake, dropping back a few places. Willy Gamer in top 5. Behind Kaz, Kush, Freshy and Devil. They have a bit of a gap to the rest of the field here. 1, 2, 3. Devil, Freshy, Kush. As 3 minutes have already passed. 27 minutes still to go for these drivers in this stint. Yo, Fluff, what's going on? Joined the wrong server, thought that's Fast Daily Hunt. I was a bit confused. Yeah. Thanks, Fluff, for the clarification there. So, Fluff training in the Fast Daily Hunt server while Regenhertz is driving for the Chill team. All right, let's keep an eye, guys, on what is going on. Gigaverse. Late start for him. He is having a big trouble to catch up with the rest of the teams. Mike as well. Kuro. Then Zikoala. The Zernoop is behind. Ooh, Mimeo here. Mimeo in place 17. He made some kind of mistake here. Now trying to snack Alfu, who's going to take a very risky line into that looping, but he is going to survive however. Mimeo going to overtake for now. Onto Tsunami and Coco. And if we jump even more forward, we see Leander, we see Regenhertz after her mistake there. Now behind Andrew, Nostro with a mistake. A little bit of a slowdown there for the FKX driver. Team 23 FX here. Chupasti with Rambo and Goro. Goro is sitting in 6th position. And look at the gap to the top 5. Willy Gamer, Kaz, Freshie, Kush and Devil. They are gone and out. And that is a big, big gap. And Goro now getting overtaken by Rambo as well. But look at the gap, guys, here. That is a big gap. Willy Gamer is far away. And he is also losing connection to the top 4. Devil, Freshie, Kush, and Kaz. Kaz, who is Crispy Chicken. Driving together today for Team B&B with Crispy Bacon. Who is Dopa. Very interesting fight in the top 10 here. Remember, guys, we are going to play 6 stints of 30 minutes. And the objective is to accumulate as many checkpoints as you can as a team during all of these stints combined together. Let's jump back again a little bit. Gigaverse now approaching Mike. The Koala, Kuro, the Zernoob, Coco still sitting in at 17th place. Tsunami falling down. That is a big mistake by him. Alfu here with Leander, battling for place 14. Mimeo, together with B-Boy Nostro, Regenhertz and Andrew. Let's stay here for a little bit because this seems like a very interesting group who is fighting for that top 10 position. Andrew in 9th, Regenhertz in 10th, Nostro, B-Boy and also Mimeo aiming for that 10th position. Nostro now with the overtake. And also Mimeo doing well. Expect Mimeo to slowly climb out of this group. Still, situation in the front. Willy Gamer dropped back a little bit. We see him in 6th position now with Goro in 5th. That is interesting. Where is Dopamine? Yeah, Dopamine is gonna drive in the next stint. His teammate Kaz is driving now. Dopa will take the next one. Andrew, very decent performance so far. Still defending attacks on his position. Now Mimeo with a very good section there. On his way now to Andrew. Let's see what he can do. We see Chupasti, Rambo, Willy Gamer, Goro is still there. Devil fell back from 1st to 3rd, but the gap is still very, very small. Oh, Rambo with a mistake. Look at this. Andrew overtaking Rambo. Also Mimeo overtaking Rambo, and that is no good news for Team 27. BG, Nostro also overtaking, and Rambo is going to fall back from 7th place to 11th. Andrew's still holding on. He's doing very well. Chupasti, little bit in no man's land here. Willy Gamer still far away. Goro, solid performance here to get into the top 5. Freshie has to be careful he doesn't lose connection to that top 3 with Kush, Devil and Kaz. Look at this, guys. Absolutely squeezed together here. The top 3. What? I didn't say that was Dopa. I said Crispy Chicken was Kaz. And Crispy Bacon is Dopa. Oi. Very interesting top 3 fight here, guys. As we approach the 100 CP mark. And we are also approaching that 20-minute mark. So let's see how close we can get to either of those marks. And which one we are going to hit first. Most probably the 100 CP one. So top 3 doing well. Let's quickly jump through the leaderboard again. Gigaverse with a mistake still has not reached Mike here. The Koala, Kurt, the Zernoob, and now Leander falling back after a mistake. That is not looking really good. Coco saying thank you for place 16. Tsunami in 15, just behind Alfu in 14th. Regenhertz losing connection for that top 10 fight, which is now a pretty crowded fight here. Andrew falling back from what I think was 9th to 12th. B-Boy trying to hold on. Rambo, after his mistake, falling down a couple places, is still trying to hold on to Nostro. Mimeo now taking the lead in this very interesting group. So we got 2, 4, 6 people quite close together for the top 8 fight, which is very interesting to see. And up until this point, Mimeo is doing pretty well. Chupasti is also driving very well, I have to say. 7th place. Willy Gamer still has his sights on Goro. Freshie back in action here. A little bit closer to Devil now. With Devil leaving a very small gap to Kush, and Kush leaving a very small gap to Kaz. So this is also very interesting for the top 4 fight here. It has been going on since, well, pretty much since the start. We've seen these 4 players being quite close together. We are going to keep an eye on the leaderboard, of course, all the time. Andrew now falling back behind Regenhertz. And where is Alfu? The gap to Alfu is big. So top 13 is secured for now. But of course, guys, you know what can happen. Anything can happen. Everything still the same here, except for Kaz, who made a little mistake, falling from 1st to 4th position here. So Kaz with a mistake, Freshie in the top 3, and Devil hunting down Peony Team 15 Kush here. Still, rest of the field is looking quite the same. Rambo again having a little bit of struggle to get forward, and B-Boy right now is in that top 10 position. Well done by B-Boy. Let's see if he can hold on. Nostro not too far away, and Mimeo has found the back wheels of Chupasti here now. With 18 minutes still on the clock in this first of 6 stints that we will be doing for the NEC 2026 Spring Edition. Today, it's Mimeo who is attacking 7th place of Chupasti right now, where the gap to Willy Gamer is quite big still as well. So let's see what Mimeo can do here. Willy Gamer, quite a big gap to Goro. Goro is actually not too far off from the top 4. So he might be joining them in a couple rounds if he can keep up this pace. Maybe a little bit under the radar. For Team 21 here, it is Goro who is doing pretty well and trying to attack that top 4. Kush with a mistake. So we've seen mistakes from all players here. Kush was 1st, is now in 4th position. And before that, Kaz was 1st and dropped down to 4th position. So Devil says thank you. Only constant factor here is Freshie in 3rd position. And he is staying there. No big upsets so far. Only Chupasti now behind Mimeo and Nostro. Nostro doing very good. And this is a very interesting fight with these 3 players for 7th position. Chupasti, Nostro, and Mimeo. Behind that we got B-Boy with a pretty decent gap to Rambo here. Regenhertz is close. Andrew in that top 13 for Team 18. Then we got Alfu, Tsunami, Coco, the Zernoob, Leander in 18th position. Zukoala, Kuro, Gigaverse, and Gigaverse finally managed to overtake Mike here. Remember, Gigaverse had a very, very late start, got disconnected and then connected again. Now let's jump forward again. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Mimeo now. Falling back just a little bit. It's very interesting to see. Where is Goro? Goro still aiming for the top 4. And he is coming closer, slowly but surely. He still has 15 minutes to find connection. And to actually put pressure on Kaz, Kush, Devil and Freshy. And these last two are now battling for first position. Devil right now in the lead, but Kush and also especially Freshy right behind. As Goro is trying to approach, but look at this, guys. This is great. This is what we are watching TRACKMANIA for. These fights after 15 minutes, nothing between these guys. Absolutely insane. Devil now taking the lead. Freshy in third, Crispy, and ooh, Goro. Goro made a mistake. That is so sad. He had been fighting his way back to the top 4 for minutes, and now it seems like he made a mistake. It puts him back just in front of Willy Gamer, who has been in 6th position for a long time. Chupasti in 7th, doing pretty well. Mimeo not able to hold on for now. At least not able to hold on to his 7th place that he had. He has to give it away right now to Chupasti. Rambo not too far away. Reagan hurts. A little bit of a climb there. Andrew all passing B-Boy. And it seems like B-Boy made a mistake. And Alfu and even Tsunami are not too far away. Look at this. B-Boy with the mistake was chilling in, I believe, 11th place. At least in front of Andrew and Regenhertz. But has now been set back to 13th position. And has to worry a little bit for both Alpha and Tsunami. Making a climb there. Desert Noob. Oh, Freshy. Freshy, big mistake. Freshy to 6th position behind Willy Gamer and Goro. So Freshy eliminated from that top 4 fight that was going on. Now reduced to a top 3, but we can't even speak about a top 3 anymore. It is a top 1, and the top 1 right now is for Team 67 BKX is Devil, who is on his way to the 200 checkpoint mark. Kush is already 1.15 seconds behind. So I don't know what happened there exactly. They were very close for 15 minutes. And now Devil said it's enough. And he has found his rhythm. And he is now slowly but surely driving away. Kaz trying to hold on to Kush but can't right now. Goro, after a mistake earlier on, still far away. Willy Gamer trying to hold on to Goro, but that's going to be a very, very difficult task for the Frenchman here, for Team 10 BG. And Freshy, after his big mistake, back to 6th. And Chupasti isn't even too far away. Ooh, that was not too good from Chupasti, who is going to be, well, almost overtaken by Mimeo here. Nostro holding on to that top 10, as well as Rambo. Regenhertz not too far away, maybe trying to snipe Rambo out of that top 10. Let's see B-Boy overtaking Andrew again in what has been a pretty decent performance from him. Alfu, a little bit further away. Tsunami, also far away. Tsunami was even with Alfu, but now is super far away. Desert Noob, nowhere to be seen. Coco off the first page, was there for a while. Now been set back to behind Desert. Leander still struggling here in 18th position. Zikoala in 19th. Kuro in 20th. Gigaverse in 21st position. He has not been able to recover from that late start. And in last position right now we got Mike. who sees Freshy. But Freshy, of course, for him is far and far away. Alright, seems like we have been pretty stable for the last couple minutes here. Devil, oh no, Devil with the mistake, just as we were talking about stable. Devil giving away his first position to Kush. And that is a big mistake by Devil, because he had a gap of more than 1 second. But he now has to give it to Kush, and now he is behind himself 2 seconds. He will not be happy with that. Kaz, not too far. Goro, not too far. Willy Gamer, not too far. Freshy, not too far. The intervals between the top 6 players are all somewhat the same, it seems like. Only from Mimeo, it's a little bit of a bigger gap. Mimeo now seriously trying to best Chupasti here. And I was like, hey, is Nostro going to overtake Chupasti? But it was Mike. But he, of course, is in last place. He's fighting another fight. Rambo, quite close. Reagan Hertz, also there. B-Boy. And that gap is big. Andrew is also there. Alfu holding on 14 position. Tsunami with a big mistake. Might even be threatened here by Coco again, because that was a big mistake from Tsunami. Look at that. He's still losing speed. And only now he is up to speed again. So interesting to see what is going on there. Let's jump forward once again. Goro has his sights on Kaz. Kaz has his sights on no one. And Devo is back to Kush again. So Kush most probably also made a small mistake. Devil within a minute closing a gap of 2 seconds. Has to be a mistake by Kush. But Devil takes back that first place once again. Eight minutes left in his first stint before we go to the next one. And as you guys know, there will be a driver swap. You cannot drive 2 stints in a row. So all teams, all 23 teams, are going to swap in a new driver for the next stint. But that's for later. Right now, we still got this stint to finish. Devil leading, Kush in second, then Kaz, Goro, Willy, Freshy, Mimeo, and then Rambo, Nostro, Reagan Hertz. Chupasti fell off, I think. Yes, Chupasti was in 8th position. He's now in 11th position. So Chupasti with a mistake in a very, very bad moment, because he has only 7 minutes left to fix that. And Rambo seems to be quite far away, but who knows? Anything can happen, guys. And where is B-Boy? B-Boy also a little bit in no man's land. I think Andrew pretty far away, but also Reagan Hertz for him is pretty far away. Then Alfu, Coco, Tsunami. Oh, Rambo being overtaken by Nostro. Chupasti already back to Rambo's wheels. Chupasti is driving pretty well, and look at this. Back into 9th position. Oh, Freshy being overtaken by Mimeo. What is happening with Freshy? Mimeo in 6th position. And it's Freshy who is dropping down. Ay, ay, ay. That is not looking good there. The Zero Noob, Leander, Koala, Kirk, Gigaverse, Mike. Nothing changed there. Let's keep an eye on the top 8 fight that we have here, because Reagan Hertz, Nostro, Chupasti, Rambo. Rambo is a little bit further away. But Reagan Hertz, Nostro, Chupasti all still fighting for that 8th position. Freshy maybe trying to get back to Mimeo. Willy Gamer, Goro have been in 5th and 4th place for like forever. Kaz trying to fight back to Kush and Devil, but that's going to be very difficult with the pace that we are seeing right now. And this Kush Devil fight is beautiful to see. Can Devil hold on to the end? Oh, what happened to Chupasti? Chupasti getting overtaken once again. This is a beautiful fight that we are seeing here. Regenhurst, Nostro, Chupasti fighting for that 8th position. With 5 minutes on the clock before we go to the next stint. Very interesting. Oh no, Devil. Oh my god, Devil down from 1st to 4th. Ay, ay, ay. Petey Kush back on 1. Kaz behind. Goro in 3rd position. And look at this. Goro might even be able to get to top 2. That is absolutely crazy. But Devil... he's going to make a big mistake. And Freshie in 11th place. That is absolutely crazy what happened to Freshie. Regenhurst in 7th. It's a crazy fight here for 7th position. And where is B-Boy? B-Boy can almost see Freshie. Freshie is going to overtake Rambo. So back into the top 10 for Freshie. But he is not going to be happy with that. Beautiful fight here still for 7th. Nostro, Chupasti, Regenhurst. Nothing really between these drivers. Oh, it looks like that was putting on the afterburner to close the gap to Kaz. Kaz being overtaken by Goro. And where is Petey Kush? 15 P&E. 3 more minutes for Kush and he might as well just drive this home. Let's see, nothing changed here in the back, I think. Also, nothing changed here for now. Freshie is not going to be happy with this. Ay, ay, ay. Nostro. Chupasti, Regenhurst still fighting for that 7th position. Mimeo in no man's land here in 6th place. Willy Gamer also doesn't really see anyone. Devil is coming closer to Kaz. Goro is... Oh no, I thought that was Kush. But it's Gigaverse who is of course far away. Kush 2 minutes 25 seconds. Oh no, it's Kaz with a mistake. It's Kaz with a late mistake and Devil is gonna overtake him. And also Willy Gamer might be overtaking him. Oh no, Kaz dropping back to 5th position. And we hear the Windows beat here in the background. Willy Gamer, 4th position now. Devil in 3rd. He is most probably not gonna get to Goro anymore. Chupasti now in 7th. Finally seems to have created a gap for himself. Oh, Kaz already overtaking Willy Gamer again. And Devil is not gonna reach Goro no matter what he does. Goro has to make a mistake in order for that to happen. Kush might be the winner of the first stint here. Focusing right now on the fight for 4th position with Kaz and Willy Gamer. Mimeo looking quite safe. Chupasti is also pretty safe. Regenhurst has a gap as well. Freshie can see Nostro, but it will be too late with 1 minute on the clock. Rambo, B-Boy, Andrew, Alfu, Tsunami, the Zernoop, Coco fell back, I think. Leander, Coco, Zakoala, Kur, Gigaverse. Let's keep an eye to the top of the field here. Willy Gamer is super close to Kaz. Kush is looking really, really good. So the two players finishing closest together here are Willy Gamer and... Oh, that was a reset? Somebody reset there. Freshy in 10th. Alright, that's gonna be it. No more mistakes or surprises there anymore. And that is going to be your first stint of the NEC 2026 Spring Edition. Kush takes it down. 326 CPs. Goro as well. Devil 325. Kaz 325. Willy Gamer 325. Then Mimeo 324. And then going down to Pasti, Regenhertz, Freshy, Nostro, Rambo, B-Boy, Andrew, Alfu, Tsunami, Desert Noob, Leander, Coco, Koala, Kuro, Gigaverse, and Mike with 297 checkpoints is the last one on the leaderboard for now. Alright, driver switch for the second stint of the NEC. Same track. Same teams, different drivers. And we are ready for it. Alright, let's see. Who are the suspects now? Yo, Cobra, what's going on? Guys, welcome to the chat, by the way, if you just joined or if you were there already, but I didn't say hi. Blitzer, what's going on? I see you there, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, guys, who do we got? We got Casper, we got Von Mara, we got TM Master, Nino, Shadow is there, we got Swaggy 787, oh my god, that has to be a luggage shot, yes. Spider is there, Mark X is there, Sweeto, Shiwa, Piazor, Slimo, Ola, Marco, Focus, Squirbo, Dopa, and Fluff logging in for chill here. Very nice to see Fluff once again in a big NASCAR competition. Gonna keep an eye on him for sure. The auto drift, says Devil. What a fight with Kush. That was a crazy fight, man. That was crazy. That was a nice show you put up there, Devil. Welcome back, drivers, by the way. Hope you are happy with your performance in the first stint of the NEC. We are now getting ready for the second stint. Already 30 minutes gone. Next 30 minutes are coming up. All same teams, different drivers. Like I said, guys, driver swap here. You cannot drive two stints in a row. TRB is going to send Racer Light as well. Very nice to see him together with Spider. Who can attack Crispy Bacon, aka Dopamine, in this stint? That is a question. Vomara confirming session 2 out of 6. Yo, Freshy. Freshy also having a hard time there with the track. Getting a couple bugs, sending him back from what I believe was a great fight for top 3. Back to 10th position there. So he will be out for revenge next time. Alright, let's keep an eye. Everyone is away. Everyone who should be away is away. Is that true? 21 drivers? I think that's true. We are not missing anyone. TM Master holding down the 4th here together with Midden. TT is also there. Mark X is there. Shiwa is there. And we are jumping forward the leaderboard slowly but steadily. Sweeto is there. Daniel. Spider together with Ole also driving. Squirbo for Team ATP. Fluff is there. Shadow is there for LAF KX. doing well. Racealite into the mix as well. Valmara, Lucky Shot, Casper, Focus, Naino, Slimo, and the one and only Crispy Bacon, aka Dopamine, taking the lead here. And I am not really expecting to see any change in first position for the rest of this stint. But let's keep an eye either way. One is missing. Yeah, I thought we had 22. But it seems like 21. 21. Alright. Spider, 13th position. No big mistakes so far. I think no resets. Ooh, Racealite. Some mistakes early on. Casper holding on to what seems to be a little
Wait, what did I just see? Was I trapped into my mind? What just happened?
Behind Dopamine here with Slimo, Lucky Shot and Focus. Hydrate Estes, thank you so much. Need to stay hydrated today, guys. It's pretty warm here. Don't know about you guys, but it's beautiful sun. Has been pretty much all week. And I'm also going to eat a little bit in between, guys, because we will be here for 3 hours. And even a bit more, because we are going to wait until we get the results, guys. So do not go anywhere if we are finished. We are going to check out the results together. But that means I need to eat a bit in between, because 3 hours without break, it's a long one. For me, it's also an endurance today. Alright, Lucky Shot falling back. 14th position. Racealite finding himself behind Scribble and Nino here. Ola into the top 8 together with Fluff. Valmara completing top 6. Casper, Shadow, Slimo, Focus are there. And one and only Dopa in first place still. Chupasti, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on this beautiful Sunday, guys. Alright, almost 5 minutes done already. Shadow falling back just a little bit. He was up in that top 4. Dropping back a bit. No surprises really here. Racealite, Spider in 12th place. Let's see if we can find connection with this little clan here. Nino, Racealite, Squirbo, Ola. Machaz, hello, what's going on? Welcome to the chat, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in to the NASCAR Endurance Championship once again. Squirbo, where are you going? Keep your car on the track, mate. Oh, Ola lagging a little bit, but he is still here. That is good to see. Jump forward to Shadow, who is close to Casper. Valmara sitting in 4th position. Focus, Slimo. And already the gap to Dopamine is 3 seconds. Three seconds, guys. That is crazy. Oh, Shadow, small mistake here. Racealite struggling. Falling back behind Spider. Lucky Shot also in 13th position. I still expect them to climb a little bit. But who knows? Ola having potato internet. Yeah, I don't know. Always interesting to see if somebody is lagging. They might not even notice it themselves. Could just be on the spectator side as well. My internet, however, should be okay. Not experiencing any issues here so far. Alright, so Razorlight in 12th position and Lucky Shot in 13th position. These are some surprises up until this point. Rest of the field to me is looking quite steady. But just finally gonna get fiber internet on Tuesday. Oh my god. Dude, how did you not even have fiber internet up until this point? But congratulations, because that's a huge upgrade. Especially for a fellow content creator like you. Nice to see that you will get the upgrade. Very, very good. And that's what the drivers need as well here. Razorlight slowly but surely climbing the leaderboard, overtaking Spider, now sitting in 11th place, locked in on Nino. And Nino is part of what looks like a pretty good fight here for, well, basically for 4th position. Oh, Shadow with a mistake, because all these players are quite close together still. We got Nino, Ola, Squirble, Casper, Fluff and Vomara all pretty close. Massage gun, let's go. Meanwhile, we see the times being driven by the players. Razorlight, for example, with a 1:33.25. Nothing changed in the top 3 for a while, but we see a good fight here with Casper and Vomara. Yo, Mimeo, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. It is Sunday, the 22nd of March. And you are watching the NASCAR Endurance Championship 2026 Spring Edition. Rayma, I hope you didn't cast the curse my backflip before start finish. I didn't. I can confirm I did not cast the curse this. Not today. Today I tried to not do any cast the cursing, except of course for Devil, who is always my favorite target for some reason. Because I think I said he was doing pretty well, and then I swapped to another driver, and within 20 seconds I think Devil went rip. So this is always Devil. Yeah, we know how it goes, man. It is what it is. All right, Fluff checking out the back wheels of Vomara's car here, saying, "Wow, that's something I like. I want to get closer to that," and he is doing that right now. Fluff looking pretty good. Focus, Slimo, Dopa, 3, 2, 1 in that order. Casper, Squirbo, Nino, Ola, Spider, Razorlight, Shadow falling back to 12th position. That is a big downfall by Shadow, who was in the first 2 to 3 laps actually holding on to 4th position. Then falling back just a little bit. Now has fallen back a big time. And I am also questioning Swaggy787 here, who might be better known as Lucky Shot. He is chilling in 13th position. Would have expected him to push a little bit harder for at least top 10, but who knows, guys. Still got 19 minutes to go. Racealite, Ole, Squirbo, Spider! No, Spider is RIP. So that was why I drifted. I'm sorry, my friend. Spider into the wall, falling back big time. Squirbo actually doing pretty good. Holding off Racealite so far. Battling for top 8 with the German. Casper. Nino for the top 6 fight. Fluff, Valmara for the top 4 fight. We got some interesting fights here going on, guys. Focus, Slimo, and especially Dopa are too far away right now. Gap to Dopa is already 5 seconds. For Slimo, who is, by the way, doing pretty well. Casper and Nino still battling as well. 6th position fight. Is this number of laps or time-based championship? How this works is we got 21 or 22 teams, all consisting of 2 or 3 drivers. And today we drive for 30 minutes in each stint, and we drive 6 stints today. So we drive a total of 3 hours, chopped up in 6 stints of 30 minutes. And the goal for the players of every team is to accumulate as much checkpoints as they can in every single stint, so within the 30 minutes. And they have to swap driver every single stint. So you cannot drive 2 stints in a row as the same player. Oh, Valmara with a big mistake. Oi, oi, oi. He's gonna be overtaken by everyone. Oh no, Valmara down to 10th position. Ugh. How do we think pace compares to round 1? I think round 1 was a bit faster, but that is just my feeling. To be fair, I did not really pay attention to the exact timings per lap. Racealite is popping in the 132s right now. And that is what I see, 132.88. He's in 8th position. I feel like Devil, Kush, Freshie, and also Kaz last round were a bit faster than maybe Slimo, Focus, and Fluff here, but I am not sure. And Slimo doing crazy work, by the way, sitting in that 2nd position from basically lap 1. Fluff also doing very good. Nino. Can we talk about Nino here, sitting in 5th position and attacking Fluff as well. Great driving by Nino. Casper, Squirbo, Racealite, and Valmara falling back from 4th position to 10th in 1 turn. Insane. Where can we see how many checkpoints they collected? You can see on the right hand side, you see a number. So for example, in green we see Dopa leading the field, 168 checkpoints. So you can see it on the right hand side, and we have a spreadsheet that Willy Gamer is updating every time after each stint to see how many checkpoints were collected by a team in total. But right now, Dopamine on 173 checkpoints. Racelite overtaking Ole here. And where's Valmara? Oh, Valmara. He's far away. Also, Lucky Shot still sitting in 13th position. Daniel for N1. 14th position. Piazor, 15th position. Mark X, 16th. Sweeto, Shiwa, TT Midden, and TM Master. Nothing really changed there, I think. There are also no big fights going on here because the gaps are absolutely crazy already in the back of the field. No one can see anyone except for Lucky Shot, who can see Shadow. Ole just behind Valmara. Valmara sees Racelite as well. Squirbo with Casper. Fluff with no one. Actually, Fluff with Nino. Fluff with Nino fighting for 4th position here. Then Focus, then Slimo, and then Dopa. The fact that I missed out on a CP by 0.1 is gonna harm me, I feel. Oh my god, that is crazy, Devil. Dopa seems to be chilling. And this is a great fight that we are having here with Fluff and Nino for 4th position. Look at this. Nothing between them right now after 20 minutes almost of driving. That is really, really good. Whoa. I need to get some more drink and food here, guys. Still 2 more hours to go after this one. And I'm already almost through my supplies. It also feels like that this stint is way more consistent in terms of big mistakes that we see from top players than the first stint that we saw, because the only big mistake that we saw was Valmara dropping from 4th position to 10th. That is really the only thing we saw. We did not yet see anyone from the left side of the scoreboard here until top maybe 6 or 7 make a really big mistake. But, you know, they still have 10 minutes to do that, so who knows? Can still happen. Racelite is trying to crawl back a little bit to Squirbo, who is in 7th and who is actually not making the life of Casper any more easy. And Squirbo is looking, he's actually putting down crazy pace. And I agree with Vamos here, saying Squirbo has improved pretty fast. This is true. Alright, Nino still holding on to Fluff. Focus sees Slimo. No one sees Dopa. Nobody has seen Dopa for a long time. I think Dopa went out of sight from lap 3. I think that's where he took like 1 second already. crazy. So he's on good pace. If Squirbo could overtake Casper and hold 6th position, that would be insane. And he is going to overtake Casper. That is very interesting. Squirbo overtaking Casper after 22 minutes of driving on this map. That is absolutely insane. I did not expect to see that. Squirbo for Team ATP doing gold work here. Oh, I see Nino overtaking Fluff, which means Fluff, I think he made a mistake because he had at least a small one. Oh no, Squirbo. Squirbo also with a mistake. We were talking about him. And now he makes a small mistake, dropping back to 8th position. Racelite back in 7th. How old is Squirbo? I don't know. Wasn't he streaming lately also with a face cam? This was funny to see. And that was good to see, by the way, as well, guys. I was very happy because I was not here for like 2 weeks. Super happy to see a lot of you stream. So doing good work, guys. Keep it up. Alright, nothing is really changing here. Seems like that we are in a very steady stint in terms of top of the field. Race the light now attacking Casper. That's beautiful. Yeah, Nino is also doing really, really good. Nino actually fighting with Fluff here. And they are not too far from Focus, don't forget. Because Focus is right there. Focus is... If he makes a small drift or loses some pace, they might actually get close to Focus and also to Slimo, because that gap is not too big anymore. Because this is crazy. This is going to get interesting, guys. Racelite 6th position. He is also not too far. Casper also holding on. Squirbo can still see them. Now, this is interesting. Top 8 is looking pretty interesting here. Yeah, Valmara, Spider, Ole, Lucky Shot, Shadow. They are all outpaced here by Squirbo, which is really interesting to see. Alright. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Consistency from everyone has been solid in both sessions. Yeah, I feel like we saw a bit more like tumbling and switching positions in the first stint, especially in like the top 8. Here the top 8 seems pretty consistent. Yes, they are switching positions every now and then, but we didn't see anyone out of this top 8 make a big mistake in the last rounds to fall back to the right page. Squirbo has to be careful for Valmara though, because he is not too far out. Oh, Nino. Nino now with a mistake. And Razorlight says thank you. And Razorlight takes that 5th position. Fluff is chilling. Focus seems to be pretty relaxed as well. Slimo with Dopa now approaching the 300 CP mark. Let's see how much CP he can get her. I don't feel there was any point in this race where Dopa made even the slightest of mistakes. He has been creating gaps ever since he started in this stint. Crazy sight. Alright, back to the rest of the field. Valmara, Spider, Lucky Shot, Ole, Shadow, Daniel, Piazzor, Sweeto, Marks, Shiwa, TT, Midden, Tia Master. Nico is here. Was Nico the one missing? Was Nico for Team 22 FKX missing? He has 104 CPs. That is not good, guys. Foster and Maria? Why? Okay. I don't really know what's going on. Because Team 22 is not driving. Team 22 was Nostro. And Nico is only driving now. That is not looking good. Look at Fluff. Fluff is not far from focus. He is not far. 1 minute 30 seconds is generally not gonna be enough, but he is not far. Razorlight in 5th, Nino, great performance. Casper sitting just behind Nino with 1 minute 10 seconds to go. Squirbo, if he can hold on to top 8, which he might, that's a memorable performance as well. Valmara in 9th position, not able to recover after that big mistake. Spider, Lucky Shot, Ole, Shadow. This is your top 13. Closest I think now are Casper to Nino and Fluff to Focus. Yeah, in that top 13. Alright, and within 30 seconds, second stint of the day is done, guys. Can you believe it? Already 2 of 6 stints out of the way in this NASCAR Endurance Championship 2026 Spring Edition. And that is going to be it. And we do not see any more mistakes. Dopa gonna grab 328 CPs. So Devil with a very good estimate there. And he's going to be the winner of this stint. Dopa Mine for Team 01 BNB the winner, 328 CPs. Slimo 326, Focus 325, Fluff and Razorlight 325 as well. And then we got Nino, Casper, Squirbo, Valmara, Spider, Lucky Shot, Ole, Shadow, Piazzor, Daniel, Marks, Sweeto, Shiwa, TT, Midden, and Tia Master completing that leaderboard. If it was not for Nico sitting in 22nd position with only 129 CPs. Yeah! All right. On to the third stint. Guys, the NEC does not wait for anyone. And we are ready to blast again. Let's see who the teams are going to bring now. Action, action, action. Dopa casually driving an average of 132.9. That is crazy. That is crazy. Alright, who do we got here? The Zernoob. We already saw him play. Cars Slalom, Rambo, Gigaverse, Leander, Tsunami, Alfu, Nostro. Snorlax, there he is. Mr. Stiko himself. And what is this? The Zernoob driving with Racealite car? What is going on here, guys? What do I see here? Isn't this patented? Is not only Racealite the only one who can drive in this car? What is this? The Zernoob with the Racealite car. It is absolutely insane. Alright, Stiko is here. Bevo is here. Goro, Marco, Dev, Woosty, Kaz, and Mew as well. So we got a few new names here. Mew, Woosty, Dev, Marco. We did not see him or them, I have to say, yet. Alright, 10 seconds. I can't join the server. It crashes my game. Ay, ay, ay. That's not good. That is non bueno if you have to drive an endurance race. Scorbo, you performed like crazy, dude. Super sick. Top 8 is really good. Alright. Here we go. Vamos also driving, by the way. GG, the legend, is driving here as well. Let's see who is actually here, because I don't think everyone drove the warm-up. Let's see, we reach the first checkpoint here. We got an overview of what is going on. We got everyone here. Gigaverse now on the way from the beginning. Kart Slalom struggling here a little bit. Gigaverse as well. Schweetz driving for bros. Tsunami and also Kuro, who is in a great car. Look at this. That car is looking crazy. I like that. The Zernoob still in the Racerlite car. That is something I cannot cope with. So Koala, let's see if Leander can do a little bit better than his first stint, because he cannot have been happy with that. Kaz back on it again as well. Woosty Truo is now here as well. Vamos, like I said, Nostro, Willy Gamer, B-Boy, Dev, Rambo, Mimeo is there again, and Mew as well, who is checking out the back wheels of Goro, who has taken first position here. And this is interesting because Kush and Devil are not driving this time. So I'm curious to see who can take first place in this stint. Because there is not really one name. Except Goro should be able to, but there is also still Kaz. Kaz and Goro should be able to snatch this down. But let's see what the rest of the field can do. Oh, Mimeo, big fall down. And also Stikov is in 16th position. He should be able to... Oh no, and also Kaz with a big mistake. So we see Kaz... Oh wow, Kaz, he's gonna fall back to 16th position. Tsunami and Sir Koala are going to overtake him. And Stiko is here with Zernoop and Mimeo, so we've seen some mistakes already. And that is what I meant with the stint that we had before this one. Looked pretty consistent in terms of people tumbling down the leaderboard. It did not happen that often, and now we already see big mistakes by some favorites here in the beginning. Goro also falling back, and Mew is now leading in front of Dev. Mew with the lead, guys. Are we cheering for Mew in the chat? I think we are. Everyone always cheering for Mew. Mew doing well. Dev in second, Goro in third, Willy Gamer in fourth, then Truo, B-Boy in 6th position. What is going on? And also Vamos looking really good here. Getting blasted by Nostro actually, who is really going places. Also Woosty overtaking Vamos, the big boss. But he's still doing well. Alfu, Leander, Mimeo and Stiko and also Kaz. They cannot be happy at the moment. What is B-Boy doing? He started really fast this stint. That is looking really good. And very interesting fight here for first position with Dav, Mew, Willy Gamer, Goro and Truo. Mew overtaken by Dav and Dav taking the lead. Yeah, B-Boy is, he has played NASCAR a long time ago, like really a long time ago. In the old days he played. And now he's back, also known as Beach in Twitch. Of course, he's playing here as B-Boy and he has joined XOXO lately, which is very nice to see. And he is eager to play, learn, improve and compete in the biggest events, also being the NEC of course this year. So very good to see him in 6th position. And look at this fight for first place. This is crazy. True has lost connection a little bit, but what is this? After 6 minutes and 30 seconds of driving, we got 4 players super close to each other still. Stiko actually coming back a little bit together with Mimeo to 10th and 9th position respectively there. Kaz after that big mistake is still 12th, which is pretty crazy. Bibo is still in 6th behind Truo. But this fight right now is absolutely crazy. Goro's still in the lead here. Kaz will end top 3. Wow. That's a big bet. He is far behind, man. He needs to overtake. He needs to make up seconds to the rest of the field to be able to finish in the top 3. That is a big bet, my friend. But if anyone can do it in this field, one of the few who could actually do it, then it is Kaz. So let's see. No! Let's leave him be. Leave him be. To be fair, I'm really poor at betting. Oi, oi, oi. Dopa, not the casino legend we wanted him to be. And he is going to single-handedly curse his teammate out of a top 3 position. Alright. Willy Gamer Milgoro, who are we missing here? Dav. He's still clinging on. Oh, guys. I need some energy today. Holy moly. I celebrated my birthday yesterday for the first time in like 11 years. And yeah, it was a good day. But it was not a lot of sleep. And then also hay fever kicking in. So energy levels are low today. But that's no problem. Because the NEC is giving us back that energy that we are looking for. Happy birthday, Captain Hungover. Yeah, I'm not really hungover. I drank like 1 beer with alcohol in it. That was it. So, but it was just a late night. Very late for my standards. And the hay fever is not helping, man. Like, I get no oxygen all day. It's insane. But it is what it is. We spectate the NEC. We just sitting here. We don't really have to do anything. The drivers do the hard work. And we can just spectate what's going on. So let's do that. Let's jump through the field quickly here. Schweetz in 22nd position, closing out the leaderboard. Just behind Car Slalom here. Kuro Gigaverse in 19th position. Zukoala Alfu. Tsunami, who is not too far out, and actually battling with the Zernoop, overtaking him now here. Rambo, 14th position. Leander doing a little bit better than in his first stint, clocking that 13th position on the leaderboard. Cass trying to make his way to top 3. Now still in 12th position. Vamos being pretty consistent here in 11th position. Stiko 10th position, eyes on Mimeo in 9th, who can see Woosti and Nostro battling for 7th. B-Boy, 6th position, holding on. That is very, very good. Truo battling with Dav for that top 4. Willy Gamer, Mew, and Goro, the one who is driving away slowly but surely here. Open a window for more oxygen. Yeah, also open a window for more hay fever. So that that does not always work like that, unfortunately. Alright, 17 minutes 40 seconds to go. Goro on 133 CPs. Who is standing still on the finish, by the way? Is that Coco? Yes, it is. Why is he standing there? Schweetz is driving. He needs to give up, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Oh no, B-Boy falling down to 10th position from 6th. Nah, that is a big mistake. And the biggest mistake that we saw in a long time. Stico overtaking him for 9th. Mimeo and Nostro for 7th place now. Dev lost the fight with Truo for now. Having to give away 4th position to Truo, who is now himself battling with Willy Gamer and Mu. And Goro is the lone leader. And has been for a while. Let's keep an eye on Kaz, actually, who is trying to cut through the field. He still has 15 minutes, huh? That is a long time. Let's see what he can do. Now battling with B-Boy. And also Stico in front of him, aka Chill Snorlax. Is not too far away. And then we got a very interesting fight. Because that is Mimeo, Woosti and Nostro pretty close together. Fighting for 6th position. Wow, Mimeo, great section. Closing the gap to Nostro in just one section. And actually now aiming to overtake him, which he does. That is great driving from Mimeo. And he's gonna leave, at least for now, Nostro behind. True fighting with Mew. Willy Gamer taking 2nd place here. Wait, where did Mimeo go? Oh, he fell back behind Woosti and Nostro. I was a bit confused because I couldn't see him. But he fell back. Unfortunately. Mew falling back behind Dev. Probably made a small mistake. Because he was more close to Truo last time we spectated him. Look at this. Nostro still with Woosti and Mimeo for a fantastic fight for 6th position. Goro is nowhere to be seen, really. .3 seconds is the gap from Willy Gamer to Goro. Oh, Mimeo. And where is Stico? Is he coming closer? No, not really. B-Boy in 10th position, not gonna be happy after that crash. He was 6th for a long time. He fell back quite a lot. Famos in no man's land here. Kaz pretty far behind, but also B-Boy is not in reach. Tsunami and Alfu not too far. The Zernoop So Koala, Gigaverse here. Or Slalom. Kuro is not too far away from Kart Slalom, so that is also an interesting fight going on there. Schweiz closing it out, 179 CPs. Let's quickly jump forward again. Let's see what this fight is bringing us. We got some great fights here. We got Willy Gamer Trio, very close. We got Mew Def, and we got Mimeo Nostro Wusti. Probably the fight of this stint for 6th position. Stico has an itching nose but is driving. Can somebody who lives near come to his house and scratch his nose? No, I can be there in an hour. If I... yeah, I think if I drive an hour, I'm at Stico's house. Maybe even less. I don't remember. But it was not too much. I can scratch his nose. Is there actually any straight part where you could like seriously scratch your nose for more than 2 seconds? I don't think so on this track. It's a lot of turns. Steak accepted your offer. See you in 1 hour. No, it's it's a lot of turns actually. There's no like real straight line. So Stico has a problem, guys. How would you fix this? Like if you have an itching nose while driving and you can't actually here you can do it. Here he can do it. Okay. There is actually a place where he can do it. He has like 2 seconds. But come on, Stico is a professional, guys. He can deal with these kind of minor issues. Like an itching nose. Smash your face on the desktop. Yeah, this could also be. Or like scratch your nose with your controller. You know, like if you're playing and then you're like this, like, and then just hope that you can keep on looking and still driving. That would also be crazy. Alright, what is going on? Where's Willy Gamer? He cannot see Goro. Dev, a little gap to Willy Gamer. Mew is drifting, so losing to Dev as well. Truo is... Ooh, Mimeo is getting closer. Nice one. Nostro, Wusti, and Stico is coming closer. So Stico is going to join the top 6 fight for the last like 7 minutes. Oh, Wusti, no! Wusti made a mistake, and where is B-Boy? Wusti with a mistake. Kazan indeed with a 1:32.40. That is a crazy time. Oh, and he's in the wall. Kaz. What is this? Guys, remember last stint, Kaz was battling for first for a long time. And now he's in 15th position. And he is 6 checkpoints behind Goro. That is crazy. Ay. Vamos battling it out with Rambo here. That's also an interesting fight. B-Boy overtaking Wusti. He can be happy with that. 9th position for B-Boy. And Stico is slowly but surely getting the better of his itching nose and is now aiming for Nostro. Mimeo aiming for Truo. And that could be an interesting fight as well. Mew locking in 4th position. Def looking good in third. Willy Gamer in second. Goro nowhere to be seen. (6 minutes 40 seconds to go. After this stint, guys, I'm quickly gonna take a bit more food. And I'm also gonna get some kind of jacket because the sun has like disappeared right now. It's getting pretty cold here. Even though the event is hot, it's not enough. Whoa, Cass in 14th position. That's crazy. Yeah, don't forget to eat and drink, guys. Pretty important. At least last time I checked, that was one of the core activities of a human being. Whoa, Mimeo, man. Mimeo is putting on the gas here. 5th position for Mimeo. Now actually trying to approach Mew. This is crazy. Gap to Dev is quite big. And Dev can see Willy Gamer, but that might not be enough. And where is... Stigo is far away. And it's basically Truo against Mimeo now. Vamos. Vamos lost connection to Rambo. Leander is far away. Kaz, Tsunami, Alfu, the Zernoob, Giga, Zukoala, Karslalom, Kuro, and Schweiz. Nothing changed there, so it's basically Mimeo and Truo here. That is an interesting fight for the last 5 minutes. Big bowl of Cheerios in front of you. Oi, nice. Need to finish during next stint. Let's go. Yeah, we still have a lot of food left from the party from yesterday. So I'm gonna take like a sprint to the food storage that we have, and then let's see what I can find quickly, put it in a bowl, take it here, and then I can just eat a little bit. That would be great. Woosty and B-Boy are also fighting here for that 9th position. Rest of the field is staying the same. Goro, Willy Gamer, Dev, Mew, Truo, Mimeo, Nostro, Stico. Nothing changed there. Woosty, B-Boy fighting. Yo, Shiva, what's going on? Good to see you, mate. Nostro now behind Stico. That is interesting. Stico in 7th position. Still nothing changed here in the top 4. Mew, Dev, Willy Gamer, and Goro still. So Dopa had 327 CPs. Let's see how much Goro can get. What do we think, guys? He got 2 minutes left. He's now on 304 CPs. Oh, Nostro against Zico is going to be... Oh, he reached... Yeah, 328. You're right. You are right. 328. So what can Goro do? What is the distance between 327 and 328? Is that a big difference in that CP? I remember where it was, but let's see. 326 from Goro, but 327... It was here. Dopa was here when he finished, so this was like... Okay. I think I was too late. Yeah, exactly. We didn't really spectate Goro throughout this this stint because he had been leading for a long time. Oh no. What is going on here? We see some changes here. Mew in front of Dev, but that is super close. And True is fighting... Oh, with Mimio. Be careful. Alright, Goro, let's see where he's gonna land. He is... Start-finish is going to be 323. There is 324. 325. 10 more seconds for Goro. 326. And 327. He will do it. 327 for Goro in the last 1 second. He snatches that CP. GG. Goro taking the win in the third stint of the day. 327 CPs. Then Willy Gamer, Mew, Dev, Mimio, Trio, Nostro, Stiko, B-Boy, Woosty, Vamos, Rambo, Cass in 13th position after some big mistakes. Tsunami, Leander falling down as well in those last couple rounds. Alfu, Desert Zukoala, Gigaverse, Kuro, Kart Slalom, and Schweetz is gonna be closing out the leaderboard. Alright, guys, quickly, before we move into fourth stint, let's spectate somebody here so I can get some food. Oi, Chupasti saying I can't play right now, please replace me. Let's hope somebody is going to answer that call. Alright, let's spectate... Yeah, well, let's spectate TM Master. Why not? Okay, guys, TM Master, I'm back in 2 minutes. All right. There we go. Got myself a jacket. Got myself some spicy nuts. And most important thing, guys. The Dutch people will know. The chocolade paasei. This is the best. All right. So, some snacks. And there we go. Stint number 4 of the NEC 2026 Spring Edition. Let me get this sorted. There we go. All right, who is here? We got Nino, we got Piazzor, we got Devil, Crispy Bacon. And then the scoreboard was ripped. Let's quickly jump back to Master. He's gonna give us the overview. Yo, Beach, GG, man. Well driven, dude. Oh, no. Who missed the CP there? Somebody complete... Was it Marks? Oh, no, he's just lagging. Oh, Chupasti is driving. I thought Chupasti said that he can't drive. Yo, Nitro, what's going on? Guys, I'm gonna eat a bit, so I'm gonna mute my mic a little bit. Yeah, it was a crazy battle, Mew. It was a very nice battle, actually. Oh no, Nino. Oh no, Shadow. Devil also, by the way, not with a good start here. 12th position for the Dane. As we see Dopa taking the lead again with Freshy and Kush right behind. Let's see if Lucky Shot can do a little bit better this round. He was not happy with his first performance. Now he is in 3rd position. Let's see how long he can hold on. All right. Oh. Oei, so what the fuck? Yum. Okay. I thought I was ready to talk, but I wasn't. Instantly ripped by my body. All right. Oh, holy moly. Streamer choke live on stream. Holy shit. All right. Let's see what's going on. I think Freshie, he made a mistake. Oh, lucky shot. Oh my god, how is he still alive? What did I see? That was crazy. All right, what is going on, guys? And Nico started late again. Nico on 3 CPs, while the rest of the field is already on 46 or more. That is crazy. What happened to Nico and Team 22? Maybe somebody knows. All right. Tia Master, Mike, TT, Mark X, Shiwa, and Pointy in 17th position. Maria Turbo also driving. Coco is there. Piazor. Andrew in 13th. Shadow in 12th. Devil, after a rough start, now making his way up the field in 11th place. Ole battling with Slakot, who is Regenhertz. Lucky shot fell back. Oh, Nino with a crazy crash as well. Ole, lucky shot. Freshie in 5th. Chupasti in 4th position. Marco in 3rd. Battling with Kush here. And taking the lead is Mr. Dopamine. Sorry guys, I'm also eating in between. So I need to take some small breaks. We see Devil going from 11th to 7th really fast. Now overtaking Ole. Yeah, if I'm eating, you can go crazy with the sounds.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna eat again. Go ahead, guys. We'll stay on Ole here.
No, he won't. No, they won't crash out. What the fuck? No.
Ole, no. Uh-oh. Ole with the legs. Ui, ui, ui. Neil. All right. Back in the action. Frashy being overtaken by Devil, and he's also going to overtake Chupasti. Devil with a crazy comeback. He was in 16th place, I believe, after the start of this stint. He's battled his way up to 3rd position again. Really crazy. Look at Kush, by the way. Kush is not even too far out from Dopa, which either means that Kush is on God pace or Dopa has made a mistake. Both are possible, guys. Magic of the P&E tag. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's jump the field again. Do we see any crazy changes? In the bottom here, I don't think so. Pointy climb 1 spot. Yuki in 12th. Lucky in 9th position. Nino trying to crawl back after his crazy mistake that we happened to catch on camera. Regenhertz is with Marco, not too far from Frashy, who is close to Chupasti, who is behind Devil. And then the gap from Devil to Kush is pretty big. Oi, 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 Frashy. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh. He managed to not completely rip it. Marco in 4th position. He's doing quite well. But the gap from Devil to Kush is insane. That is seconds. Seconds, really.
Yeah, no, he won't. No, oh, they will both crash out. What the fuck? No.
You're enjoying some mussels, Moo. Wow. Some crazy food. Ole is having the most crazy issues with his internet. It has to be. I can't spectate him normally. He's always doing some kind of lag. And what is happening with Nico? Guys, did we figure it out already? Did anyone ask what is going on with Team 22, Nico? Because he joined late again. And that is really a shame to see. Because I think Team 22, FKX Nostro, has been driving really, really good. Like, really good. But his teammate Nico, he seems to be late every time. So this is kind of crazy, and this is not great for the team. Probably smoking. That could be. Alright, Devil should chill right now, because I think there is no way he's gonna make it to Kush, because that is a huge gap to Kush. And also to Dopa. But he also himself, Devil, has a huge gap from Marco. So Devil is in a good position right now. Marco behind. Regenhurst, Freshy. Ola, no, sorry, Nino is also pretty close there. No, Panda is not playing. Alright, everything staying quite the same here in this stint. 13 minutes left. Oh, Freshy, big mistake. Freshy, big mistake. Again for Freshy, a big mistake. He is not gonna be happy with that. Oei, oei, oei. Ah, that is again Freshy falling back couple places because of a mistake like that. Oei, oei, oei. Oei, oei, oei.
Yeah, no, he won't. No, oh, they will both crash out. What the fuck? No.
Chupasti also having a difficult time here. Last time we saw him battling for 6, 7, 8. I think he might have made a big mistake. Might have fallen down a lot. No, Devil! Nee, 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 nee. Not Devil. And this time it wasn't me. We were not talking about Devil anywhere near this moment. But still, he's going to make a huge mistake and he's gonna fall back from 3rd to 7th position. Ay, 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 ay. Devil and also Freshy both making mistakes again. And that means that Marco is now in 3rd position. Regenhurst is not too far away in 4th, and Nino is also still there in 5th. That is pretty surprising, with Freshy, Devil struggling. Hydrate, Rambo, thanks.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, ain't no. Ain't. Topa passed the 200
Yeah, no,
checkpoints.
he won't. No, oh, they will both crash out. What the fuck? No.
Devil overtook Freshy now. Regenhurst down to 5th, which means indeed Marco is in 3rd, but Nino is now in 4th. Interesting battle we see here for 3rd position. What a coughing stream today. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. Just a little bit tired, that's all. Luckily, we still have a day off tomorrow. Devil made a mistake again. Devil dropping back again down to just in front of Ole. Wow, Devil's having a hard time. Still, this fight is pretty legit. Kush still in second. Can't say anything about Kush here this round. He has basically been in second all the time. Only one in front of him has been Dopa. Nino doing good job. Trying to hold on to Marco, but he's in a good position right now. 4th position for him is really good. Yeah, Marco in 3rd, that is something. But we have seen both Freshy and Devil, in my eyes, contenders for that 3rd spot, making big mistakes. And then it's all down to who is most consistent, and Marco is looking really, really good today here. Nino also doing really good. Reagan Hurts, if she can hold on to 5th, that would be pretty crazy. But Freshy is coming, and he has 6 minutes left. Let's see what he can do. Lucky shot in 11th place. He still cannot be happy with it, I think. But let's see, Andrew in 15th. Behind Pointy. And Pointy really slowly has been climbing the leaderboard. He was in 17th in the beginning. Now he's 14th. Let's see if he can keep it up. Piazzor behind Shadow. Lucky shot, Chupasti. Yuki. Ole sees no one. Devil almost sees Freshy, but that's a long way. Freshy sees Reagan Hurts. But that's also still a long way to go. Nino looking good. Marco looking good. Kush is doing solid, but nowhere near Missed the dopamine again here. He was holding on for a while. But not anymore. All pretty steady here. Looks like I do not see any weird things right now in at least the top 12 of the leaderboard since we last checked it. Freshie is closing the gap a little bit, so is Regenhertz to Nino, but still the gaps are quite big. So I don't know if in 3 minutes anyone can make an overtake without the other one making a big mistake. Marco looking really solid. If he can hold on to third position, that would be huge for him. Yeah, it will be too late for Devil. Only 3 minutes left. Also, Freshie, I think is... Yeah, the gaps are really getting smaller now. Maybe Freshie can do something here. 2 minutes 30 seconds. He has no find connection. 2 Regenhertz. Also not too far off Nino. Let's see. This is the fight that we will be spectating till the end. The fight for 4th position. With Nino, Regenhertz and Freshie. Can Nino hold on for 2 more minutes? Oh, Freshie. Oh, that is probably gonna mean he is not gonna connect to Regenhertz and Nino there. Because that was some speed that he lost there with a little bug. Nino holding on. Let's see how many CPs Dopa is gonna rack up here. As Regenhertz is now really getting... Wow, what an overtake by Regenhertz on Nino. Just in the last couple minutes of this stint. Nino degraded to 5th position. Nothing changed. All still the same in the top 8, even in the top 12. Lucky Shot dropping a place. Oh, Nino! What is going on? Oh my god, he's still alive. He is gonna end on the same CPs. Oh, Regenhertz! Oh, I think Regenhertz is gonna grab one more CP and Nino is not. Oi, 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 oi. Dopa on 327 CPs, so not getting to the 328. Kush 326. Then Marco and Regenhurst on the same amount of CPs, 325. With Regenhurst just sniping it as I'm getting kicked. That is absolutely great. That means I can't show you. Or maybe I... No, I can't. That is too bad. Alright. We saw what we had to see though. Nice, Ole. I think you finished 8th there. GG. Yeah, some people strand in front of the CP, like very close. But it is what it is. Alright. Stint 5 of 6 now, guys. Did Regenhurst snipe me in the end? Yes. She did. Because she got... Just in time she got through CP 325. And you didn't get there, Nino. But it was a really good fight. Alright. Ready for stint 5 of 6, guys. Get ready. As the end of the NEC 2026 Spring Edition is approaching. Only 1 more hour to go. All right. Here we go. Stint 5 of 6. We got Razorlight. We got Kaz back at it again. Together with Gorol. Together with Fluff, Slimo, Nostro, Valmara, Casper. This is going to be... And what is Kaz doing? Going to be a very... Mimio is there as well. This is going to be a very interesting stint. What is Kaz doing? Spider with a mistake. Oh my god, somebody reset there. I don't know who it was. Who was that? Somebody in a green car. Oh, that was Maria Turbo. 100%. Oh, Leander dropping back. Razorlight with the lead right now. In front of Fluff, Goro, Slimo, but The gaps are very, very slim. Willy Gamer, you say, says you can't play 2 sessions in a row Maria Turbo. Yeah, that's true. Maria Turbo is also playing. I can't open the spreadsheet, can you? I don't think so. I think it's locked by Willy Gamer until after after everything is calculated. I don't think we are supposed to be opening the spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure Willy said before the race that he would lock it, yeah. Alright, Kaz with a pretty good drive here to the front of the field. Squirbo, Mimeo now. Being a prey to Kaz's Predator, as he is also trying to snack Racelite. Maybe a little bit more heavy snack, but he is gonna snack it. And then there is only Slimo and Goro left for Kaz. Some great fights in front here. As the field is spreading out a little bit, we are going to jump through it. The Zernoop, the Koala, Kuro, Midden, Spider in 18th position. Sweeto, Daniel, Alfu, Leander, Nostro, whom I will expect to climb a little bit higher. But the field is quite stacked here in this stint again. Nostro, Tsunami, Fluff, Rambo, Valmara, Focus. And Valmara and Focus both making mistakes here. Look at that. They lose a lot of speed. So Rambo is gonna take place 8. Then it's Casper, Squirbo, Mimeo and Racelite quite close here. Crispy Chicken, aka Kaz, has overtaken Slimo and now sees Goro in front. I don't think Spider trained this map much, if at all. Did he? No shirt. 1 hour this morning. I don't know. Spider doesn't seem to be on his usual level, which is a shame. But I can't remember Spider really training for anything in the last couple tournaments, did he? Like, if it's a trained tournament, then Spider mostly is not really training. Practicing for FKX tryouts. Alright, what is going on? Mimeo, Crispy Chicken, Slimo, Goro. Casper is doing really good. Fighting with Squirbo and Mimeo here. Laying claim on what is 5th position. Now has to give it back to Mimeo and retakes it again. Nice fight. Replaced by Blitze. Is Blitze gonna make a comeback here? Oh, Mimeo, what a save. Oh my god. Went onto the bug. Into the Rammstein, but he did not get yeeted. And now Skurbo is in 5th position. And he can be very happy with that. Meanwhile, Slimo is approaching Goro. Nice to see. Nino. Ui, Slimo. Slimy. And Slimy has to give 2nd position to both Razorlight in 2nd now and Kaz in 3rd. So Slimo in 4th position. Great battles that we see here. And I don't really see any changes down the line in this field. Focus 11th, Nostro 12th. Valmara on 10, Rambo on 9, Fluff on 8. With Squirble Casper just in front. Yeah, Vamos a bit too late. Slimo with a little bit of a fail here, but nothing to be too worried about. Still within that 1 second gap to at least Razorlight and Kaz, who are really approaching Goro now again as well. Yo, Oli, what's going on? Goro! Oh my god! What a crash by Goro. Needs to hard reset. Oh my god. Wow, he's gonna go far, far down. Far down. Oh no. What a crash by Goro. 14th position. 15th even, but he's gonna reclaim that 14th instantly. Whoa, that is a crazy crash. 1st to 14th, hard reset, goodbye. That is insane, and that's gonna cost him 3 CPs compared to 1st position. Because Kaz, who is in that 1st position now, has 120 CPs and Goro has 117. Whoa. 1st to 14th, that is crazy. Let's hope he can keep his mental health in check really for the next 18.5 minutes, because he still has a lot of work to do here in this stint. 3rd to 15th, ay, lucky shot. And Squirbo is battling here for 4th position. Let that sink in, guys. Fluff, Casper, Vomara, Focus, Rambo, Nostro, Spider, Leander, Tsunami, Goro. Goro even to 15th now. All behind Squirbo. Oi, 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 Mimeo had to release, which means Squirbo and Fluff will say thank you for that 4th position, but this is an interesting fight again. Mimeo, Squirbo and Fluff. Squirbo with great pace actually. Oh, Fluff, no. Fluff into the wall. Sets him back behind Casper. Oh, mistake by Fluff. Where's Focus? Not too far. Rambo, Nostro, Spider. Leander, Goro in 14th position. He's never gonna get back anywhere near that first page. I think he still has 15 minutes, but it seems like he is really far off. Let's see where he is. Yeah, so he is in this chicane part. Let's see where Vomara is, for example. He has to be like 10 seconds away or even more from first page. That is crazy. Hey, Mimi. What is going on? Yo, Vivi45, thanks for following the channel. It's very much appreciated. What did you miss? You missed 4 great stints of the NASCAR Endurance Championship 2026 Spring Edition. And I can't from the top of my head now say who is leading or who is has the most checkpoints. We saw some dominant performances by Dopa. We saw we saw great display by Kush as well. Kaz is now leading. Goro also, I think, has won a stint. Is that true? Did we see like Kush, Dopa, Goro, Dopa? And now Kaz leading. Is that true? I'm not sure. No. No. Maybe the other way around. I don't know. But it's a really good fight. It has been a really fun event so far, going super smooth. And we will stay here in the stream until the results are published, so we can discuss it and view it. Just got back from my Kesha tour trip. Oi, nice. Hope it was nice. Squirbo is battling with Mimeo for 4th position. I can't believe my eyes. This is absolutely crazy. Oh, and Mimeo is now going into the wall as well. So that is 1 less for Squirbo. Oh, as he's gonna make a mistake as well. Oh, he's gonna lose a lot of speed. Oh no, he's gonna give it away. Casper, Fluff, Valmara all gonna overtake. Tick tock on the clock. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that's some old school stuff, I think. It's crazy. The party did stop. Sprained my ankle in Dublin. No. Oh no. Damn. Cash has been inspiration for changing the S in my name to a $sign. Oh no, Racealite. What is doing? Racealite dropping from 3rd position to 10th. What are we seeing here? People are making crazy mistakes. This is not the most consistent stint that we saw. Wat magst du denn, Rere? Oi, 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 oi. Down to 10th, Racealite. Big mistake. Rambo Focus battling it out for 8th. Mimeo chilling. Casper here with Squirble, Valmara and Fluff for the 3rd position battle. Quite a big one. And Slimo the only one who can see Cass still. What a fight this is. Everyone is super close together still, with 10 minutes of driving left. Fluff, Valmara, Casper, Squirbo, Mimeo. They are all pretty much fighting for the 3rd spot where Fluff is driving now. I learned how to pronounce the artist Bubnos. Baby no money. Let's go. Oh, Racealite is back into the action again. This is a crazy pack. Guys, we have been driving for 20 minutes and look how close. Oh, except for Casper, because he's gonna make a big mistake. Look how close everyone is here together. That is crazy. From 3rd to 9th position, it's not the biggest gap in the world. That is crazy. Now Valmara is gonna take it. Bibinos. Bubnos. It doesn't allow me to send the cheering. Why? What is this? What is this? Oh my god, 100 bits? Dude, I got a heart attack from that. That sound in my ear was ultra loud. Holy shit. 100 bits. Mimi, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's go. Channel is in single message mode. What? I just saw a cute dinosaur. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not used to that bit cheer sound because just no one ever cheers bits. So it's good. Okay, Racealite back into 7th. Now looking to overtake Squirbo in 6th. Mimeo, Fluff and Valmara still for that 3rd position. And Slimo also not losing sight on Cass. Dino Wosar. $100 bits. It's crazy. I think you can buy 1/3 of a liter of gasoline with that nowadays, guys. It's insane. Inflation is crazy. Sleepo gonna get closer here. He got 7 minutes left. That's gonna be interesting. Let's jump the field a little bit. I think Rambo made a mistake dropping behind Nostro. Focus. Ui, Mimeo with a mistake. Squirbo, Racealite, Fluff, Valmara. It's a crazy fight here, actually. If anyone makes a small mistake, they're instantly gonna drop 5 places. Oh, Kaz with a mistake. What was that? What is Kaz doing? Slimo with the overtake. Spectate the player, Nino. And he says Slimo. There you go. Okay, we're gonna spectate Slimo. Holy shit. What did Kaz, what did Kaz do? What the hell? We missed the action. Actually, we were just in time. I don't know what he did there, but holy shit. He didn't seem to like hit a wall or something, but maybe he just miscalculated something. Alright, let's keep an eye on the right hand side of the leaderboard as well. And Slimo doing really good. He already has 1.1 second gap to Kaz. 4.5 minutes to go. Can Slimo win this stint? That would be nice. He's doing quite good. Alright, spectated Slimo for a while. Let's jump down to Kaz. He's quite far away actually. Valmara also for Fluff is on the tail of Valmara, and Racealite can also see them still. Squirbo not too far. Mimeo not too far. Focus right behind. Nostro with a bit of a gap here. Rambo can see Nostro. Casper not too far out. Spider with a big gap. Goro also with a huge gap. Tsunami and Alfu are still battling. Leander in 16th. Desert Noob here. Mr. Sweeto. Daniel. Zukoala. Kurt. Midden. And that is going to be it. Let's quickly jump back because this was an interesting fight here. And Racealite. Wow, after his big mistake, because he went from, I think, 3rd or 4th to 10th, and now he's back onto 4th position. That is kind of crazy, and he is now in 3rd position again. That is very nice. Looking good from Ray Ray. He came from very, very far. I don't know how Racealite did this. That is absolutely insane. What a drive by the German here. Yeah, race looking good. Let's see if we can keep it up here. Vomar. Oh no! What is going on? Kes! No! Kes! Huge mistake. He's gonna drop back to behind Goro. No way. Kes with a big mistake. And that means Racealite all of a sudden is in second. Slimo got pretty much the win gifted to him now because no one is even close. Racealite in second, Valmara in third place, Fluff in fourth, Squirbo in fifth position. Can he hold on? Last minute. Focus, Mimeo and Nostro complete that top 8 as Casper and Rambo also have made mistakes before. It's Racealite. No, dude. What the fuck? No. No! What? Jesus Christ. Racealite in second place, dropping down in the last 40 seconds of the match to 9th position behind Casper, which means Squirbo is gonna get 4th. Fluff in 3rd, Valmara 2nd, Slimo is gonna win it with 326 CPs. Oh my god, what a race we have seen, guys. Wow. Oh, what a mistake by Racer in the end. He's gonna lose like 2, maybe even, no, 2 CPs from that. Holy shit. Squirbo getting 4th. That's absolutely crazy. 324 CPs. Further down the line, we see Goro, Tsunami, Alfu, Leander, Sweeto, Daniel, Desert, Koala, Kur, Midden. Goro with that huge mistake as well. We've seen some crazy mistakes by top players. Racealite, Cass, and Goro all making huge mistakes. Alright guys, last stint. Yo, Slimo, GG. Congrats on the win in that stint. Alright, here we are. Last stint in the NEC 2026 Spring Edition, guys. Are you ready? We are going to see Dopa once more. Mu, Dev, Marco, Trio, the star performers of that last stint where we saw them drive as well, are all here again. Stico is here. Ole, vamos. Let's keep an eye. Midden is talking about team orders, bro. What is going on? Nice. All right. Guys, last stint. Stint 6 out of 6. NEC 2026 Spring Edition. There we go. Can't wait to watch the stream back to see all the Castakers attempts. Yeah, there were a lot of attempts. That is true. That is true. There were many attempts. But none of them really succeeded. We had one... Yeah, did we have one Castakers? I think it was only the one with Racer Light that we saw in stint 5 of 6. Yo, Toasty, what is going on? The Mod Sword shows his name again. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the NEC 2026. You are watching stint 6 out of 6, which means these are the last 30 minutes that we will be driving today. Nice. Let's go. Hope you're doing well, man. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in on this Sunday. That's really, really good. Hope you and the GF are doing great. And we've been witnessing NEC action for almost 3 hours here. Always a long one, guys. 3-hour NEC today. And I have to be honest with you guys. Before this started, my energy levels were pretty low. I was like, ayawayada. I do not want to stream. But in the first second we were witnessing this, the energy levels were back, so it was an easy 3 hours today, guys. Easy. Could do another 3 hours, easy peasy, if it was like this. Easy peasy. And it is also easy peasy for Dopa, who is in first position, and he is not gonna let go. Now let's see the rest of the field. TM Master, Maria, Turbo Marks, Car Slalom, TT, Pointy. Watch Pointy, guys. Pointy and Ui, Vamos with a mistake, I think. But Pointy in 16th position, he's gonna end like 14th or 13th. He's gonna do it again. Shiwa, Coco, Piazor, Lucky Shot in 12th position. We got Stiko here, we got Ola Wusti, we got Yuki, Truo, we got Shadow, Dav, Naino back in action again with Mew, Marco, and they are all looking at the tail of Dopamine the Great. Yeah, we are doing fine, Toasty, thanks so much. We are doing great. "24-hour stream incoming." Yeah, there might actually be somewhere this year. There might actually be a 24-hour stream incoming, because Dream of the Full Speed community, together with Lurk, is planning a 24-hour full speed race again. And I have promised them that if they communicate to me on time when that is, that I will be streaming the full 24 hours of that Full Speed X NASCAR event, the FSX. So let's see where that goes, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. 24 hours stream incoming. Yeah, there might actually be somewhere this year. There might actually be a 24-hour stream incoming, because Dream of the Full Speed community, together with Lurk, is planning a 24-hour full speed race again. And I have promised them that if they communicate to me on time when that is, that I will be streaming the full 24 hours of that Full Speed X NASCAR event, the FSX. So let's see where that goes, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That would be something fun to do, guys. Because honestly, I just have not have the time or the motivation really to stream a lot in these days. As Wussy is lagging a lot, holy shit. I don't know. The weather outside is getting better. It is getting sunny. I want to go cycle. I want to go run. I want to spend my energy there. Also, work has been pretty taxing for the last couple weeks / months, I have to say. So there will not be like many weekly streams anymore. I have decided for myself that I want to focus on events like this. And apart from that, the streaming just has to be on a little bit of a lower focus. Because the training and the work, it has to be done. But on days like these, and also looking forward to the 24-hour stream, I'm really looking forward to that. That is great to get into. So let's see if we can do that this year. That would be super funny, doing a 24-hour stream. Looking forward to it. Tell me if and when you do it. Oh yeah, I will let you know. I will let you know. Because that will be something. It will probably be somewhere in September, I guess. It will be somewhere later this year. Yeah, the weather is beautiful. Like, wow. It has been like blue sky and sun for the last week here. Almost every day. Not a lot of rain. Like 15 to 20 degrees with sun. It is absolutely great. So I've been outside a lot. That's really, really good. Alright. Dopa leading. Dev in second place. Mu right behind. Then we got Yuki. We got Naino also there. We got Marco, Truo, Snorlax, aka Stiko. And they are all quite tight together. Still, Shadow is there. Wussy. 10th position. Ole, lucky shot in 12th. Coco doing pretty good here. Oh no, Pointy has fallen back very far. Vamos in 15th. Expect him to be a little bit better. And I think Coco reset. Yeah, Coco reset. The weather has been horrible since November, so the sun is very welcome. Yeah. Yeah, it was... I don't know, it wasn't... Oh, who was that? That was somebody who reset. Was it Marco? I think so. Yeah. Or he reset or he made a huge mistake. Marco dropping down. I don't know if it was really horrible weather, but the last couple weeks here have been like really great. Big improvement on the weather. And since I'm a really like outdoor person, like instantly when it's good weather, I want to only be outside. So this is great. Yuki actually overtaking Devil now. Nice to see. Let's jump to Truo, who is fighting with Naino here. Oh, Yuki! Oh no, Yuki with a big mistake. ATP Yuki. That is a sad mistake from Yuki, who drops back all the way to just in front of Stiko here. Getting lots of training in. Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Like, I'm not really training a lot. There are people who train like 10 hours a week. I'm not gonna do that. I'm very happy with like 4 to 5 to 6 hours a week. I'm especially doing a lot of swimming training. I've been seriously getting into swimming because I have to. My swimming was horrendous. And now it's getting better and better. So I spend like, I think 2 to 3 hours a week on swimming. Then 1 to 2 hours on running. And then 2 hours on cycling, I guess. And I don't know. Of course, usually I would be streaming from like 8 or 9 until 10 or 11. I think nobody is driving for 22. 22 is not driving. So good question, Focus. Which really is crazy for Nostro, because Nostro has been doing really good. But I don't know what's up with Nico, but he has not been there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Nico. Usually Nico is showing up and he's driving like pretty decent pace as well. So I don't know what's going on with him. Hope he's okay. But for the triathlon, it is the 13th of June. And what I was saying is normally I would stream like in the evenings when I would not do training anyway, because I'm either training like in the morning pretty early before work or right after work. But I feel like since I have the new job, which is pretty taxing and also doing more training than usually, I just do not have the energy or motivation to stream a lot anymore. And I guess that will not change at least until after the triathlon. Because it's pretty hard to do many things at the same time, you know. I've always been a guy with many hobbies and many interests. I've never been a guy who likes one thing and that's what he's gonna do his whole life. I like too many things. That's what I always call my flaw, is that I have like 15 hobbies and things that I like to do. So I do everything as good as I can. But at some point, you just have to accept that you cannot do everything anymore. So right now, focus is on work, on training, and spending time with my girlfriend and in the house and doing stuff there. And it's a bit less on streaming. Also gaming, I've just not been really playing games anymore. I've not really been making music anymore for the last like 2 years, which was always a great hobby of mine. Playing the drums and the guitar, I can't do it anymore. So yeah, that's just things that that rebalance in your life, and maybe streaming is rebalancing now a little bit. So I hope you guys understand if I will not be live as much anymore than I was before, but it's just shifting priorities a little bit. But I think we're still doing good. By the way, Stiko down to 10th position behind Woosty. And True also making a mistake behind Shadow, which means Nino is gonna grab 3rd position right now. That is crazy. He's doing really good. Triathlon on the GP track in Zandvoort? Nee. It's the triathlon in my own city. In the city of Weert. There is, they are organizing the national championship half triathlon here as well, which is really nice. So I'm gonna watch that on Sunday. And then on Saturday, I'm doing my own quarter triathlon. That is the 13th as well. Really, the 13th of June, there is also a triathlon on the GP track in Zandvoort. Holy shit. And also on the 13th, there is a triathlon in Weert. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Same weekend. Would like to have 48-hour days as well. Yeah, me too. Yeah, and work just sucks up a lot of energy. Like, I have a pretty... I'm really happy with my job right now, and I can do it like pretty comfortably, but still it is pretty taxing when I'm there. And then when I get home, I just feel more tired than I did before. And that is really, since I changed jobs, that is something. It's not like I'm completely tired and I need to sleep, but I just have less energy. So but all good. Super happy that we can be here today again. Feeling really, really good. NEC 2026 Spring Edition. Almost ending. 14 minutes left. And then we were here again for the full tournament, which was really, really nice. And I can't wait to see the results, because I think that will be pretty interesting to see. Alright, Nino still in third position in front of Mew. He's doing really, really good, and the gap to Dev isn't even that big. Yuki in fifth, doing great. Marco as well, holding on. Shadow, Truo, Woosty, and Stiko trying to push for top 8. Ole in 11, Lucky in 12, Vamos in 13th, Piotr in 14th. Interesting battle here between Mew and Nino for third position. Is Dopa gonna win overall? Who are the favorites? Yeah, so this is a team competition here. So Dopa is in a team with Kaz and Panda. But today Panda couldn't drive, so it's Dopa and Kaz. They are the favorites to take it down. However, I think Dopa won 3 of his stints. So he drove stint 2, 4, and 6. He won all of them. But they are accumulating CPs. And I don't think Kaz did very well in his 5th stint, where he lost a couple CPs. So I'm pretty curious to see what the overall outcome will be here. I'm pretty sure Dopa is gonna take the win in the individual standings. That is like 100%. But if they are going to be the winning team as well, I am not sure about that. But Dopa overall is going to win individual standings 100%. And then I think there were some other really good drivers as well, but let's see. Dopa is insane. Yeah, Dopa is still, after all these years, he's still insane. Like, guys, realize Dopa was insane already like 10 years ago, and he is still insane. Crazy stuff. How old is he? Pooh. He is not that old, but he was just... I guess he was also playing like when he was like 15 or 16. Yeah, I guess something like that as well. Like 27, 28. So 10 years ago, 17, 18. That's totally possible. Dopa 28. Yeah. Yeah, I cannot... Oh, Def! Big mistake! And that means Nino and Mew and Marco and maybe also Shadow will overtake Def. Oh, no. Big mistake. And that means all of a sudden that Mew and Nino are fighting for second place. So he was insane when he was my age. Yeah, that's true, Squirbo. So if you want to be in 10 years what Dopa is now, you have to be on his level right now. So back to the training board. Back to the drawing table. I beat Dopa's PBs twice in Nascar Kimkhana on TM20 until he beat me back. Let's go. Totti, are you playing TM20 by the way? Because I heard from Arno that he was playing TM20. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know. Might be important moment. I think BKX might be closest to beating BNB. Yeah, I think so as well. Because BKX, of course, also have Devil. And... who else was BKX? Because I don't remember this. No one. Casper. Oh yeah, this is... Casper. I can't remember. Actually, if Mew keeps up this performance, TRB might also be a really good contender. If it was not for Razorlight who went flying in like the last 30 seconds of the last stint. You played a bit? You always get all authors in the campaign and sometimes track of the day. Yeah, I do the same. I try to get all author times in campaign and then I sometimes play a track of the day. It's nice. Some cup of the day at 7 every day. That's nice. Casper getting 3-2-4. Okay. You got master in 2v2 in last season, but I always get deranked because no time to play consistently. Yeah, the last time I played ranked in TM20, that's a long time ago. It's really a lot of fun though. Alright, Dev with the crash. It means Nino in second place, guys. Can you believe it? He's battling with Mew for second place. Really good performance. Let's see if they can both keep it up here as Marco is approaching as well. 2v2 we could really queue up. That would be super nice. Would be nice to play a little bit again. Alright, where is Stiko? Stiko is in 7th. Wusty a bit further behind. Yuki. Then Ole, also not too far, together with Truo. Vamos in 12th place. I think he can be happy with that, Vamos. That 12th place. Surely he made mistakes, but I think he will be quite happy with it. Lucky Shot 13th. Piazzor in 14th. Coco 15th. Ria Turbo in 16th. And then Shiwa, Markix, Pointy, Kart Slalom, Titi and Tia Master close it out. The field is crazy, this NEC. It feels like there is really no one missing. Of course, Panda is not driving, but it feels like all the other players, they are here. Like every single one. And we got the same teams as last time, but also teams were added. So this is really good to see. Some new teams getting formed. It's really nice. And I have to... What is Marco doing? Holy shit. Where did he come from? Wow. ATP cooking. I think ATP should be... Oh no, Yuki. He just... Oh no. Oh. Squirbo, did you literally just chat curse your teammate? I think Yuki just made a big mistake. Yes, Marco respawned in the beginning. That is true, Slimo. He did a crazy comeback. I think even in the beginning already,
Yeah, no,
he
no,
dropped a lot.
Won't scratch out. What the fuck?
He dropped a lot.
No.
Oh no, Lucky Shot disconnected on 264 CPs. Let's see where we still have a battle going on, because the field is quite spread out at the moment. Mew with a mistake. Mew with a mistake, because he's gonna fall back far behind Nino. And what is Marco doing? He is going crazy. He literally just closed the gap to Nino and now created a gap of more than a second within like 2 minutes. That is crazy. Dopa on his own, he is chilling. But Marco in second and Nino in third, that is insane. Let's see if they can hold on. 3 minutes 30 seconds. Shadow in a really good battle with Dev for that 5th position in the last 3 minutes. Stiko sees no one. Woosty sees no one. Ole is battling with Truo and they can see Woosty, so this could be interesting. Vamos is a little bit further down. Yuki is in 12th position. He is 6 CPs behind Dopa. That is a lot. Fuck this shit game, it's insane. Okay, Lucky Shot. What is going on? Oh no, Truo. Did Truo ripped it, I think. Truo ripped it because he was battling with Ole and now he's far away. Truo is rip. Stiko is good. Shadow and Dav still fighting. Mew with Nino and Marco almost out of sight. And this is still a great fight here. Dav against Shadow for 5th position. And they still playing it since 10 plus years. Yeah, this game has been played for a long time. And probably will be played for a long time as well. Of course, I'm mad when I'm training. I have no crashes, no bugs, etc. But in my runs, everything goes bunkers today. Ah, that's bad, dude. That is too bad. Alright, 43 seconds. Dopamine will be the victor on his way to another insane amount of checkpoints. Let's see where he will end. Marco, 2nd position. Nino, 3rd position. Crazy drive as well. Mew in 4th position. The time attack legend does it also in endurance today. Shadow in 5th, winning the battle of death. Stiko gonna end in 7th place. Woosty in 8th. Ole, Truo, Vamos, Yuki, Piazor, Coco, Shiwa, Maria, Turbo. And let's see. Oh, Dopa with a small drift. He will get to 327 though. He will not get 328 again. 327 for Dolpa, and that is going to be it. GG! And that is the end of NEC 2026 Spring Edition. Guys, the results will come later. It has to wait. But for this final stint, it's Dolpa in front of Marco, Naino, Mew, Shadow, Dev, Snorlax, aka Stiko, of course, Wusty, Ole, Trio, Vamos, Yuki, Piazor, Coco, Shiwa, Maria Turbo, Mark X, Pointy Car, Slalom, TT, and TM Master is going to close out the leaderboards as Lucky Shot was unlucky and crashed out of it. Alright, that is going to be it. GG.